Final wide shot of the man standing on the porch of his cabin, staring out into the dark, endless wilderness. The trees are silhouetted against the night sky, their twisted branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. In the distance, the wind howls softly. As the camera lingers on the scene, a faint, shadowy figure moves silently behind the man, barely noticeable to the viewer but unnervingly present. The camera holds this image for a moment before slowly fading to black. For days, he had been tracking a wild boar, a creature unlike any he had hunted before. It was large, cunning, and elusive, terrorizing the local farmers, leaving destruction in its wake. But this hunt was different. This pig seemed aware. He followed the trail with quiet determination, his senses sharpened. This pig wouldn't outwit him, not after all this time. Each step brought him deeper into the wilderness, away from civilization and closer to the unknown. The tracks led him to a clearing, a serene patch of green amidst the barren landscape. And there it was, the boar, its tusks like ivory blades glinting in the dappled light. It was larger than he imagined, more dangerous. He raised his rifle, the adrenaline pounding in his veins. His finger squeezed the trigger. The shot echoed, but the boar bolted, a blur of muscle and fur, vanishing into the dense bush before he could react. He gave chase. For hours, he pursued the creature as the sun sank lower, turning the sky to molten gold and casting long, creeping shadows. But the boar was too fast, too relentless. And as night began to fall, it slipped away, leaving him lost and exhausted in the fading light. Back at his cabin, frustration gnawed at him. He reviewed the footage, hoping to catch a glimpse of the boar he had failed to bring down. But what he saw instead would haunt him for years to come. At first, it was just the boar, its massive form lumbering through the clearing. But then something else appeared. Small, dark, and fast. Too fast. It moved in a way that defied logic, a blur of black fur crossing the frame in a heartbeat. He rewound the tape over and over, his mind struggling to make sense of what he had seen. It was as if something from another world had crossed into his, something that didn't belong here. From that moment, he was never the same. The wilderness, once a place of peace, had become a place of dread. At night, he would wake, heart pounding, convinced that something was out there, lurking just beyond the cabin's walls. He never spoke of what he had seen. The fear had become part of him, a shadow in his mind that he could never shake. And as the years passed, he came to realize he was never truly alone out there.